I had to give the chickens water. That's my excuse today. Hey, Rag. Hey, Batmon. You guys having fun? Kristen, not having fun. I'm half deaf, and the acoustics in that room are very bad. Am I multi-streaming to everywhere? Let me check. There was profanities bantered about after that preview on Friday. Yeah, it says I'm live now. Welcome in. If you've never been here before, my name's Josh. I have the website beforetimes.shop where I sell old crap. And on Fridays, I do a preview of everything that's available for Sundays. And people send me requests via whatnot messages. They take screenshots, and that's where all the requests come from down there in the tab with the auction tab for today. Friday, the multi-streaming didn't work. I pin it to the top. Hey, Ohio, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, guys. Uh, yeah, so I went back and did a real quick preview. I'm sure if it was your first time ever seeing one of my previews, you wondered how you could possibly see everything that quick. But I had just spent 40 minutes, which is about how long I spend every Friday, um, doing the previews. And if you don't if you've never been to my previews, Friday is the show to come to. Today's meaningless unless you just like to see me run stuff. That piggy's upside down. Look at that. Um, if you come on Friday, you get to see everything. You can ask questions about it and decide whether you want it. Today is just stuff that people requested. Anybody can bid. It's all pre-listed. I've got some other stuff pre-listed after that. If it has bids, I will run it. If not, I'll just clone them into my Thanksgiving purge show. I'll tell Weeders I'm terribly sorry. I was ready to be done. It was like 9 o'clock, and I had just done 40 minutes of preview, and yeah, and I only did part of the stuff for the Facebook Live. I had started to do a YouTube live, but I don't think I can do a YouTube live because I don't have enough followers. You got to have like so many followers on YouTube to be able to, or subscribers to be able to do a live. So I just did it on Facebook, and that's the first time I'd ever done a Facebook one. I don't know. It come up with a whole bunch of things on my screen, and yeah. Hey, Chip and Sissy. Chip and Sissy, I got to ask you: do you wear bibs a lot, like overalls a lot, or was that just because you were in the barn? They they look very comfy. Yeah, I wanted to get myself a pair. They will always look comfy when I see people wearing them. Alrighty, so take a look at the auction tab. That's what we're gonna run. I'm just gonna go right in order. If you've never been here before, that's how I do it on Sundays. Wednesday, I will be doing identified photos for 1 hour, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Real quick auctions. Uh, I I'm like a 5'10", 180-pound dude. I, I have no idea what size of bibs I would wear. Wednesday, identified photos like CDVs, cabinet cards, boarded photos, antique stuff. Uh, I'm just going to run them $2, either sudden death or just real quick, one after the other for an hour. I got a box of them that I've had for 3 years that I've dealt with for a little bit here and there. I just need to get the box off of my shelf. They're all identified subjects. If anybody's into researching people uh, and families, genealogy, and interested in that sort of thing, I'm in Western Pennsylvania, so a lot of the stuff that I get comes from this area and in southwestern New York. Uh, so that's where a lot of the people that are identified will be from, most likely. Um, okay. Yeah, I like my stuff baggy, Ohio. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. We got 27 people in here. Does anybody watch an informational show on Sunday mornings on here? Give me an emoji down here if you watch an informational show. Bishy does. Nobody else? Rag does. Purple does. I know Purple does. I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to tell any of you would be whatnot sellers the key to keychains. I don't know what you're. No, down here, those are stitch markers for crocheting. If you're thinking about being a seller on whatnot, forget about free shipping, forget about volume, forget about half the crap that somebody that's selling $500,000 worth a year says. There's two things that you need to do to be successful on here. One, you need to source products at ridiculously low prices in massive quantities. And two, you have to be willing to stand here and do this for a massive amount of time. You don't have to read self help books to learn how to con people with different personality types into buying from you, because of the people that are in here now, there's certain people that like my abrasive personality and my eternal pessimism, and there's people that hate it. And if you're a happy person that rants all the time and never stops smiling and can't say enough about how wonderful this upside down piggy bank is, even though it's just an upside down piggy bank that's worth a few bucks, there's going to be people that like that. But you need to be on here all the time. The more you're on and the more crap you have, the better you'll do on here. It's that simple. You don't have to read self-help books. People will come in and people will leave. And if you're on and offering stuff for sale, there'll be somebody that'll buy something. It's really that simple. Do not break the piggy. I do giveaways. There will be buyer giveaways at the end of the show for anybody that was willing to spend any money here today. And like always, they will be coupons for my website and my future whatnot shows. my ceiling, my ceiling is is bad faux plaster work. Where you put a skim coat on and take a brush and twist it. Oh, it's not amazing. This is the worst room in the entire building. When we were redoing this building, it was it was Thanksgiving. It was the day before Thanksgiving, and this was the last room we had to do. And the Amish kid and the other guy that was working for my uncle who helped me do this, they wanted to go home early because it was the day before Thanksgiving. And they hurried through this, and the ceiling is absolutely horrible in this room. No, I don't want to spend for faux tin ceilings. It's about a 10,000 square foot building here, and I could not do that. I'm poor. All right, we're gonna start. But seriously, if you're wanting to be a seller on here, those are the two things you need to be successful on here. Yes, being live is the key. Do I collect locks? I collect debt. No, no, no. That's just my own personal take on it. Bad mom, I this the bad attitude is just me. You don't have to have a bad attitude. You just need a lot of shit that you acquire very cheaply, like free or dirt cheap. Okay. Oh, that's right. Before we can start, did you guys nominate anybody yet for the Bish's Naughty Awards, the second annual unofficial, official whatnot award show? Go to the suburbanbish.com, click the little linky that says to nominate people. You've only got till the end of the month. And at the end of the month, the nominations are closed. So if you're a seller and you want to nominate yourself, you've only got a few days left. Otherwise, you're not going to appear on the list where people might go to vote and see you as a seller, and then they might click into your auctions. Uh, yes, I sponsored. I sponsored before the flash deal for 25% off. But the flash deal is over, so everybody that wants to sponsor has to pay full price. But you can sponsor, and there's sponsorship details on there. And the sponsorships for the Naughty Awards, it's advertising, and it goes towards the prize money because the people that win the awards, you get prizes, you get Amazon gift cards, and the notoriety of being a Bish's Naughty Award winner for 2025. Butterfly got me some other fingers. Where are they? They're they're tiny. Oh, now they're all over the place. But look, they've got an extendable. I can really reach out with these. They got big, long, extendable telescoping. Do you need one rag? I've got several colors. See, we can look at that. You can reach way up on your top shelf and point to things. You can even grab some things. Look at that. I only have a few of them though. Butterfly bought them for me to distribute amongst my friends on here, but I've only got a few. So Rag claimed one. Oh, I'm supposed to sell them. I thought I was supposed to give them to my friends. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna start running stuff. Thanks, Rag. There, Butterfly. She tipped you. Show. Oh, I dropped them all over the floor. They're all the way across the room. Do you want me we'll just. I don't know where they went. Oh, there's more coming. Tiny hands with giant fingers for everybody. Okay, we're gonna run stuff. And again, if you just join me, these are all requests that were requested for my Friday preview. And when I do that, the ephemera is $2 starts, and the antique smalls are $5 starts. It is cold down here. So German mechanical. Oops, this little thing. Valentine, kind of a creepy bear. Oh shit, 30 seconds. Can admire it for 30 seconds. It's embossed, it's die cut, it's mechanical. It's got somebody's name written on the back of it. If you're into bears and ephemera, I listed some Cracker Jack bears postcards to my website today. They should be on the homepage. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. I don't have the whole set. I just have several of them. Everything on my website is 30% off today. I usually run a sales on Sundays. And my website's beforetimes.shop. Change time ass hat. Okay, Bishy. All right. So heavily embossed, 1914, nice condition, German birthday card. And we'll do 15 seconds. And that's running. Oh, thanks, BD. If you've never been here before, I miss everything in the chat. I pay attention very little, apparently. Thank you, Dawn. Yes, there's only a few days left to nominate people. It's not really voting yet, it's nominations. And when all the people are nominated, then Bishy releases the full list of people on the ballot. And then the voting starts. So Dr. Hands Remedies, it's a little bit rough, but it's a Victorian advertising bookmark paper. It's in a sleeve. It's not laminated, it comes out of there. And that is running. So what do you guys have planned for today, Ohio and crew? Thank you, Don. Watching football and crafting. I don't know where they went. I pulled one down and I think they all fell. Oh, there's still two up there by the taco. On top of that yellow thing. So since you guys are from all over the country, do you like different teams? Is there gonna be like pillow fight at your slumber party?
I did not see any middle finger ones to order.
So nice, probably turn of the century, maybe before a greeting card. Nice, pretty one. You hope they both lose.
I know whatever would you had one.
She's got multiple colors of fingers.
I got more coming with more colors.
Thank you, Dawn.
thought Greg maybe.
Rag
Yeah.
should get the pink one. That would match her profile pic and banner and stuff.
I love the card. And I'm going back up to get my breakfast of the lazy. Oh shit, my foot's bleeding.
Oh dear. Butterfly is leaking her insides.
What?
Your insides. That's running. Sim down antique postcards. It's okay. She's wearing sandals, so she's not getting it all over the floor. Thank you, Don. All right, this next one is a tiny little ping pong type photo in a paper frame or mat. Around turn of the century, maybe a little before. And that is running. It is tiny. Very tiny. Thank you, Ohio. And it is yours. I'm thinking of having a little Golden Book show. Has anybody actually attended a Golden Book show on here? Do they sell? Hey, Chunky. This is a cool family photo. It's got neat props in the background and neat masking. A real photo postcard. That one is running. What do they normally start them at when they sell them? I've got vintage ones, 50 cents, $1, $3. Thank you, Dover. Free shipping. I just do a giveaway show and just give away little Golden Books. All right. Oh, oh, it's got bids. Okay, I was gonna say I thought this was an ephemera $2 start, but it's got multiple bids. So I'm gonna show the photos. Um, the album itself is pretty rough. Did you see what I posted to Facebook this morning, Rag? There's an article about a guy that lost $3 million on a baseball card. I can't remember because I have dementia, but he bought a Babe Ruth rookie card just a few years ago for like 7 million and sold it for like 3 or 4 just recently. Well, Purple, maybe I'll just do $2 and see what happens. I got a whole file box full of them. I think I got another stack somewhere too. Um, and I certainly don't want to list them all. $7.2 million for a baseball card. There's some there, yeah, butterfly. No men's watches. And that's it. I think it's the rest is just blank. That is running. So you get the album with all the little pictures. I very rarely get men's watches. Thank you, Ohio. I buy a lot of jewelry, but most of the jewelry is worn by women, so it's usually women's watches that I get. That watch crowd, they're a rowdy bunch in there. I think they consume a lot of mushroom coffee. All right, so I'm going to flip through this real quick. It's like a ledger notebook type thing. It's got writing in it, all sorts of writing. Most of it's in pencil. There's some other pieces of paper shoved in there, here and there. I mean, it's got stuff in it. Sparta boy fractures leg when log rolls. Oh, I know where this came from. No, I don't. Never mind. Anyway, it is what it is. It's running. It's a big tall one. Yes, this is from Spartansburg, PA, if anyone cares, apparently. Thank you, Ohio. All right, this next one, somebody asked a question about this. It wasn't really requested. So if you were the one to ask the question, don't feel that you have to bid on this. But anybody can bid. It's a really pretty book. St. Nicholas Illustrated, 1899, hardcover. And what it is a compilation of St. Nicholas magazine for young folks. But it's full of all sorts of engravings. But they're like, it was a magazine in the 1800s. I can't find a beginning of one. But like there, it's from May to October in 1899. Pretty neat book. Big and heavy. That's running. $18.99. Baseball stuff. Thank you, Jill Loves Vintage. Good deal on that. All right, the next two items are these are Halloween candles. Probably 1980s era. It's got a jack-o'-lantern with a pilgrim hat in this one. So that's running, made in Sri Lanka. Guessing 80s, maybe early 90s. Nice condition, still in the original cellophane. Thank you, Dover. And the next one's the same deal. But this one's a ghost coming out of a pumpkin. What you doing here?
Well, since I already got up, I got my breakfast of lazy news ready. Well, pops in my pocket.
Thank you, Dover. Butterfly eating an Amish donut that's as big as her head.
And got a Pepsi in my pocket. Any coins?
There might be some in my buy now. I have none that I can remember listed in auction today. But feel free to make offers on anything to buy now. Old turtle wax. I don't know, 1950s or before. It's got some solidified wax in it. And that is running on the turtle wax tin. Thanks again, Dover. When I opened the door, Storm bolted out.
You got her out of the.
I didn't get her out. She just bolted out the door. She ran with her wings flapping out at her sides.
Check for eggs.
No,
Okay.
I was already 2 minutes late by the time I started. Okay, we got a Red Wing linseed oil from the Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company. Not in Pittsburgh, though. They're in Newark, New Jersey, and Red Wing, Minnesota. So that one is running on the old linseed oil can. Neat graphics on it for a linseed oil. Welcome in. If you just joined, we are going down through the list of pre-listed things in order. Thank you, Dover.
She's sleeping.
Dover's sleeping.
Like smart people.
Yeah, see, the thing to do is attend the preview on Friday and send your requests in. And then when I notify you that I've got the stuff listed, just pre-bid, then you don't have to be here. You can stay in your warm bed like Dover.
You
Pennzoil can.
miss all the fun if you aren't here.
Oh yeah. That's an incredible amount of fun. Pennzoil can. Did anybody see the that 2 day show that somebody had in the antiques category with all the oil cans? I think they had like 400 of them.
I don't think this is the real can crowd, is it?
That's not because nobody's saying they saw it. It was pretty impressive, Bishy. It was one of those shows that if you don't know anything about oil cans, you think, holy crap, they're selling for hundreds of dollars. I mean, they're whatnot prices, but high for whatnot. So tin, it's got what looks like a decal flowers on it. Green wood handle. It works. So the flour sifter is running. And thank you, Dover. And the next item is a little flocked bunny. It's like a blow mold. And that is fuzzy.
Ooh. Bunny's in the next one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no. I missed one. It's not funny. Oh, what happened to the shaving brush?
Yes, dear.
It's gone. Deb, if you're here, your shaving brush is gone. I don't know what happened to it. I listed it.
What's the matter with it?
It's probably in another show. I'll just throw it in your package if you buy something.
You can't put it in it.
I only could. I've already wasted too much time looking for it. I don't know where it went. Okay, so we'll go with the bunny. I'm guessing this is probably 1980s. It's got the butt plug. It's got the hole in the back for change. And that is running. Pretty nice condition. A little bit of wear to the flocking. Soft. Thank you, Deb. We'll just toss that shaving brush in there. Was the ranch? What?
I'm not up this early.
I see that.
You want me to go back to bed?
No, but I don't. Just all right. You get the hat pin holder. It's got that mark on it, whatever that mark is. Limoges porcelain, and it's got how many ever hat pins that is. They're all glass except that one. I don't know what it is. It's kind of fuzzy. Looks like it probably had more fuzziness at one time. But the rest are glass. So hat pin holder with the hat pins. Thanks, Dawn. What's November 2nd? Thank you, Reg. Is that next Sunday or? I'll end up forgetting about it, and it'll
You put it in
Next.
this one.
next Sunday. I'll be
Where's the shaving brush?
yeah. I'll see the shaving brush on there, and I'm totally forgotten about what happened with it today. Oh, what?
I'm looking at Bobby over your shoulder.
It's over here.
No, I'm
It's-
there.
You were back there a second ago. All right, this next thing's a small dome top trunk. It's not super small.
Where's the finger?
Not in perfect condition. It's missing some of the paper. It's missing the leather handles,
Oh, that's beautiful.
but it's in fairly decent condition. Doesn't have the tray, but it's got the original paper inside. So probably Civil War era. And that is running on the trunk. I don't have the key either. I'm gonna put it down. I don't know if people are still bidding or not, but
Nope.
thank you, Deb. I think the nicest one of those I ever had, the paper covered one. I got about $500 out of it. It was a full sized one. Didn't have damage, and it did have the tray. So Baltimore, Maryland, pennant.
Didn't you get that from Shipman's?
Yeah, this came from Chip and Sissy's show with something. I don't know if it was
It's
a
definitely
lot of stuff Butterfly got.
stuff like that. I don't know.
If you missed Chip and Sissy's show yesterday, they're having another one begin or the middle of next month, I think.
But you can't bid on any old hats. Because I love old hats. Right? Right. Yeah.
Thanks, yeah. Okay, this next lot is a bunch of paper. I didn't cut these out. I didn't destroy the seed catalogs. Somebody did. Some of them look like they're covers, but all of them have the colored pages. So I'm gonna flip through them real quick and then I'll run them. Oops. Yeah, and Chip and Sissy, they had a cord and everything. They had their phone plugged in. It was longer than their normal shows. I think they said their next sale's Paper Palooza. Is that this weekend? Floral Park, New York. And this one's a child from a child's magazine or catalog. And they've all got advertising on the back of them, I think, because they were cut out of seed catalogs. So those are running. And a stack of old flower seed pages. 1892, that one's dated. And I do have a bunch of seed catalogs that I'll be putting on my website probably, hopefully in the next week or so. I got to get those listed. Oh, Dawn's doing Paper Palooza too. November 8th. That's not this weekend. That must be the weekend after, I think. Thank you, Deb. Anybody else here in Paper Palooza besides Dawn and Chip and Sissy? What? Do you have your show all pre-listed, Dawn, and ready to go?
Of course she does.
So this is a like a notebook. I don't know. It's got stuff written in it. Military drills, review of something. But it's got a neat cover. Probably turn of the century. Oh no. And that is running.
What don't we know?
I said, oh no. Dawn says she doesn't have everything pre-listed yet.
Sure. Well, she's going to.
Thank you, Deb. Dawn, you could just do show and sell. I think that you could probably get away with that if you had to.
She'll listen.
So Dawn has stereo. Cat Stance mom has stereo views and glass slides for Paper Palooza. I'm guessing this came off of a cover of an old photo album. It's kind of dimensional, kind of
It's cool.
puffy. I'm guessing probably 19 teens. I said Victorian in the thing. Yeah, it's Victorian. I don't know how old it is. Sort of looks like a little bit Art Nouveau. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. It's old. You can craft with it. Oh, Wednesday is glass slides and stereo views. So if you're into stereo views and glass slides, check out Cat Dance Mom's show on Wednesday. Thank you, Deb. I will be raiding into Cat Dance Mom on Wednesday at 6. At my 5 o'clock show, I will be doing identified photos in Viewplays and Viewmaster reels.
Do you have them pre-listed?
Me?
Mhm.
No, I'm not pre-listing them.
Just
the only bids I get are the pre-listed stuff for on Sundays.
you know what that's for.
No, dear.
Are you gonna read it?
Yes, dear. No, dear. Not mine. So this is a book about the White House. What? She's smacking me with the hand. White House coffee. I don't know what. This is 1917 is when this came out. I think that was right before the East Wing was built. That is now,
What's there?
yeah, no longer there. Got to make room for the Epstein Ballroom. I guess they're starting construction on that pretty much right now. Nice condition, very nice condition for 100 and some years old. And that's running. That will be the legacy rag. That thing will be there forever, and eventually everybody will just know it as the Epstein Ballroom. Thank you, Deb. This is a really nice book too. Sunbonnet Babies, 1902, hardcover. It was so much easier for this person to draw these because you never had to draw faces, except the dog faces, I guess. But large print children's book, and it's got those cute little sunbonnet babies all through it. Pretty nice condition. And that is running. Well, maybe the next president will have rich friends that want to draw attention away from something else and they can pay to have it torn down to distract from something.
I think we should just quit spending money on it and leave it alone.
What happened to waste, fraud, and abuse?
They're committing as much as they can.
Hey, but if you're heavily invested in the stock market, if you're 401ks or something, uh, you did good on Friday. Thank you, Junkie Cat. I thought it was funny. The inflation numbers come out Friday, and inflation went up again, um, despite promises that it would be tumbling to nothing. Inflation went up 3% in September, but because the analysts had predicted it would go up 3.1%, that meant that the stock market had a big rally because prices didn't increase quite as much as they thought. So it's like that's where we are right now. Yep. And I think the Fed, I think they're scheduled to meet this week, aren't they, Reg? I have a big rate cut coming. Yeah, I'm sure this rate cut will be the 3% drop that Orange Man was hoping the Fed would give them. All right, these probably are used. I don't know, but they come in the original box, which is kind of neat. Celestial Fire by Sarah Coventry. Little plastic box, clip-on earrings, gold tone. Look like they're in nice condition. And that is running 3.3 to 4%. And I'm not an economist, but usually when they cut rates like that, it causes more inflation. So your hamburgers and coffee will probably be more expensive after next week. Thank you, Reg. I stopped at my parents' house the other day, and my dad was this. My dad's a retired logger. He just retired this year, so he's full farming full time, and he was in the corral making some repairs or something to the corral. And I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was getting ready to sell a whole bunch of cows. And They're cashing in on the high beef prices, so they're quite happy. I listed this as an art. That's what Google told me that the crossed arrows was. As far as I can tell, I think it's flawless, no chips or anything. There's a little bit of rub wear to the edge, the gilt edge, but nice, pretty dish. And that is running.
Did I purge her?
This, I don't know, it was in a box and with the planters.
So I thought I had a teacup that looked like this.
I don't know. I don't know. They've got somebody. Thanks, Rag. Uh, I think they sell them to an individual who takes them, trucks them to an auction somewhere.
Here's the one I went for them.
I forget how many they said they were selling, but they were even selling two heifers. Um, they said that as much money as they're getting for their cows now, they can't afford to pass up the amount of money that they can get for a heifer rather than wait 3 years to for the heifer to have a calf. Snap and wit cuts. That's what I'm hearing. As far as I know, Pennsylvania still doesn't have a budget either, and they got their funding cut for those programs from the feds um, already. And I think this week they're running out. Isn't it this week, or is it the first? Something like that. This one here is 100% pure virgin wool. I'm for I'm for I'm for universal basic income. I think the government should provide housing, healthcare, and 1,000 calories a day worth of food to everybody that needs it, no matter what. And if you want to have a mansion or a cosmetic surgery or something, you can pay for that yourself. But everybody should have the basic necessities.
There goes me too much. Oh, maybe I do need more sleep. You have Pepsi here.
I've got Pepsi over here too. Thanks, dear.
Yeah.
So these are quite the these. This is a sheer one. Quite the variety of patterns on those. So you get that whole lot. And those were the ones on the table that were in the bag. And that is running. Thank you, Rag. Here's yours. And next item. Uh this is like a fantasy piece. Somebody made this up. I think they used a Prince Albert can. From 5 feet away, you can't tell really. Like on your shelf or something. It looks like a Thai cob can, but it's not. If it was really a Thai cob can, I wouldn't be selling it on, yeah, Prince Albert. Wouldn't be selling it on whatnot. But they pasted and painted Thai cob graphics on it. You don't have to bid on it if you don't want to. And you can cancel Ohio if that's your pre bid. That is running. Nothing inside of it. It's a higher. This next one's a cool little book. 1851. Hardcover book with embossed gilding on it. Pretty nice condition. Sacred Gift of Devout and Useful Sayings. So religious sayings. So about 90 some pages long, neat little book. And that is running. I'm not sure, it might be. Thank you, Starlet. Yeah, Bishy, I don't know what I was calling the Sapia Sun last week when they were in my show. But I wasn't calling him the Sapia Sun. Yeah, Butterfly's got some more tiny books somewhere. So you get 2 of these, some sort of spools or spindles. It's got wire wrapped around the base. I don't know, they're about probably 10 or 12 inches long. Oops. Yes, you could drum with them. Whoops. So those are running on the wooden spindles. And if you haven't nominated anybody yet, go to thesuburbanbish.com to nominate somebody for the Bish's Naughty Awards, the second annual Whatnot Award Show. Chopsticks for Giants. Thank you, Junkie Cat. Is Junkie here? Oh, she is here. We can't play tricks on her this week. Junkie, I will remember to send your other crap with you that I forgot last week while I was being a smartass. Yeah, yes. As long as I remember to stick it in there, you'll get it in the mail this week. All right. That was all the requests for this week. Now there's some things that have pre-bids that I pre-listed. I'm going to grab those now. I'm going to run a buyer giveaway while I gather all that stuff up because it's across the room. Oh, I've got other stuff too, Junkie, so I'll remember. So I'm going to run a buyer giveaway. This will be for $5 off any of my future Whatnot shows, as well as a $15 coupon code for my website. And I think set the gift code on my website to expire at the end of the month. Uh, but any gift codes that were won previous in the month for my website, they expire at the end of the month. The whatnot ones are good forever, apparently. But check out my buy now. Go to somebody else's show or just hang out. I'm gonna let the giveaway run while I gather up the stuff that has pre-bids in the pre-listed stuff. Or you can take the time and go to the suburbanbish.com if you haven't nominated anybody and nominate your favorite sellers on there. And if you haven't bookmarked my Thanksgiving show, that's when I purge all the stuff that didn't get bids. I plumbed it all into that show, all my pre-listed stuff, and I will run that on Thanksgiving morning and probably all day long. Here at the beginning of the month, I will change all the starting bids to $1 in that show. 8DE. Yeah, I'm gathering them up. They're across the room. Just give me a minute and got one more to get. And I'll start running. Okay, I'm gonna go in the order that I see them in my pre-bids tab on my PC. There's only like 5 of them, so we'll get to DE fairly quickly. Oh, that was the wrong one. The first one's going to be the 6AP that is pinned. Remember, go to the suburbanbish.com. You've only got a few days left to nominate. Nominate. Does everybody know what nominate means? I've seen some people talking about the Bishy Awards and they don't seem to understand what nominate means. You nominate now and then the nominees get voted on. Yes, Kiki. Ohio Nurse's cat Kiki has been nominated for best whatnot pet. She is the loudest whatnot pet. So I think these are like polished shells or something. Congratulations, Deb, you win. I will message you guys after the show that win these, and I'll do it shortly after the show. So this is pretty thick, heavy bag, regular sandwich size bag full. There's some lampwork beads in there. I don't know. I think it's all wearable, I think, or you can destroy it for crafting. So that is running on that whole bag full of necklaces. But you didn't take her with you. Bubba and Lucy get distraught, especially Bubba, anytime Butterfly leaves. I can't imagine how crazy they go when I also leave for a night. Butterfly has started leaving. Thanks, Dad. Butterfly started leaving the TV on for them when she comes downstairs. She says they like westerns. Okay, this lot is a whole lot of wedding cake toppers. They're all vintage. I'm gonna show them briefly. A little bit of paint wear. I don't think there's really any damage to them, but I'll show them. These ones are plastic. They're all ready for a divorce. They're already separated on those two. This one's actually a Lefton. I think there's like 10 of these things. Whatever it says in the description. So that one has some paint wear too, but no chips or anything. That one's some sort of ceramic or porcelain. Same with that one. I didn't wipe them down. They're as I found them. So they may need a bit of a bath. Now this one's like some sort of, it looks like composite, a composition of some sort. She's got a funny face. So does he. And I think there's two more. That one's plastic. They're all vintage. She's got some wicked eyebrows. That one looks like it's like plaster. But you get all those ones I just showed you. So all those wedding cake toppers that I just showed, all one money. Thank you, Starlet. Starlet, I may include one more that has a candy base. Provided you don't give me negative feedback if it breaks, because it's made of sugar. It wasn't pictured in that lot, but I've got another one there. But at least part of the topper is confection. So 6BP is next, and it's another lot of necklaces. And there's some natural stones, or not natural stones, natural, yeah, I guess we call them stones. Natural beads. Look like bones. Those look like shells. There's some leather in there, some seashells, elephants. I don't know. I think it's all wearable, or you can destroy it for crafting. And that bag is running, and it's a full, regular size sandwich bag full. And thank you, Deb. And the next item is Alice in Wonderland book. And while I'm showing that, I started the giveaway, another buyer giveaway. Okay, this Alice in Wonderland book, it is in like really nice conditions. I don't think this was I don't think anybody actually read this. It's got the dust jacket. It's from 2012, I think is what it says. It's got some illustrations. Yeah, 2012. With the dust jacket. And that is running. Hardcover, very nice condition. And thank you. Sonal, Sun Out, whatever your name is supposed to be. Give me 3 days and I'll have an epiphany and realize what your name really says. The Sapia Sun was selling photos the other day on here, and I was watching her show a little bit, and she was in one of my shows buying, or I don't know, maybe she was just hanging out chatting, and I butchered her name, and I saw her selling, and I'm like, oh, it's the Sapia Sun. I was calling her these something or other. The bag of like lampwork beads. If you click on the picture down there, you can see them in a lot better detail than you can with me holding them there. But there's all sorts of different styles. They've all got holes in them, so you can use them. You can string them together for a bracelet or crafting or necklace or whatever. That is running. Thanks for the bid, purple. Thank you, purple. Those are yours. And that looks like all the pre-bids that I have. Nobody wants my giant piles of 45s. I'm not scanning Vishy. I'm not going to scan with, I mean, me, you, Butterfly, and the Ohio crew. There's virtually nobody in here that didn't see the preview. I'm sorry. I list things on my website or something. I don't know. Ship the stuff. Rags here. There's like 4 people that didn't see the scan, possibly. So I'm gonna pull this winner right now. Dawn, congratulations, you win. And I'm gonna do one more giveaway. And I did no, Deb. I don't know how to put the preview on YouTube. It screwed up. It didn't multi-stream from Whatnot. Yeah, that wasn't my normal preview that was on Facebook. Usually it automatically goes while I'm doing the preview. It usually goes live when I go live on Friday nights at 8. It immediately streams to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, or it's supposed to. And it didn't. So I got done and whoops, they start the giveaway. Giveaway's running. So I got done and I always pin it to the top of my Facebook feed so everybody can find it. And I edit the title and whatnot or in YouTube. And I went to YouTube and Facebook and it was not there. I don't know why it didn't work. It didn't go to Twitch either. So Friday, when I do the previews on Fridays, I think next week's scheduled. Maybe it's not, I don't know. But when I do the preview on Friday at 8, I'm going to have my laptop there to verify that it's actually multi-streaming before I start. Because I spent 40 minutes showing stuff and describing things, and then it was gone. So then I just hurried through a Facebook live stream so I'd have one, and I probably went way, way too fast. Thanks for the follow, Ben. I will be back on, sorry, Bishy. I was ready to be done for the day. It was like 9 o'clock. I get up as early as I can, and I'm usually ready at 9 o'clock. I'm about ready to be done, eat supper, and that was demoralizing. And it's not the first time that it happened. I don't know why it does it. It says it's multi-streaming when I start the show. Alrighty, so thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna pull this winner here in just a sec, and then in the next 10 minutes or so, unless I get distracted, I will send out those coupon codes. And I think coupon codes from my site, I think I set them to expire at the end of the month. When all the rest of them expire. Everything is 30% off on my website, beforetimes.shop today. So you can use your coupons if you want anything in the past month. And the coupon code for Whatnot, it'll be good for any of my future shows. And I will be back Wednesday at 5 with identified antique photos, cabinet cards, CDVs, real photo postcards, boarded photos, that sort of thing that have identified subjects. And then Friday is my preview. And I may have a pop up in between at some point. I don't know. If anybody else has any shows you want to advertise, you can always do that in my shows. But I'm going to pull this giveaway winner here real quick and then rate out to Pengy. I don't know what she's selling. I assume paper. And if you haven't nominated anybody yet for Bish's Naughty Awards, go to thesuburbanbish.com, nominate people, your favorite sellers, a whole bunch of categories. Rag is coming back. She hasn't had a show in what seems like forever. On the 1st of November, Rag is having vintage linens, and Bishy, the Suburban Bish, is having bingo night on 10/28. And I think the bingo night, I think it benefits the Naughty Awards purse. because anybody that wins an Audie Award gets cash prizes, Amazon gift card prizes, and all the money from the sponsorships and the bingo go to towards the category winners. And if you're a seller and you want to sponsor, go to the suburbanbish.com. She has on there how to sponsor. I don't know. I forget and don't pay attention to half the stuff that she says. But there's different levels. You get different benefits from each level. I sponsored at the $50 level. I think Dawn, Cat's Dance Mom, sponsored at the $50 level. Whoops. Uh, I don't know. You get certain things. Um, if you want to sponsor it and get some exposure and advertising. Oh, Rag sponsored at $50 level. But there's other levels too. Um, and if anybody else sponsored that's in here, feel free to tell everybody you sponsored too. I have dementia, dear. Butterfly sponsored, and she's not even a seller. Junkie Cat wins. Congratulations, Junkie. I will try to include everything that you purchased and everything that I forgot from last week. And Junkie, didn't you go to church today? We'll say a prayer for your soul. Hey, John, welcome in. I'm just wrapping her up. We're gonna raid out the Pengy. Prayers are good for everybody. Junkie needs prayers. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. There we go. So we're gonna rate out the Penguin Boss, see what she's selling. Thank you guys for coming, and hope you have a good the rest of the weekend.